Hi and welcome to another presentation from your business tutor, learning your way, anytime, anywhere. For many organisations, producing superior products is their unique selling point that differentiates them from competitors. Given this, it is absolutely vital that a business maintains its standards, otherwise customers will be lost. So with that, let's introduce today's presentation on the basic methods of quality a business can use to ensure it provides great products. Okay, so what are we going to learn in this presentation? Well, first of all, we're going to find out about the difference between quality control and quality assurance methods, and then we're going to investigate the basic methods used to ensure quality. Okay, let's get started by asking, what is the difference between quality control and quality assurance methods? As we will find out, there are a wide range of methods a business can use to ensure quality. However, before looking at each in turn, it is important to realise that the methods a business can use can be categorised into two main types: inspection and preventative. Inspection or quality control methods, as the name suggests, includes measures which involve checking the quality of a product meets a certain standard once it has been made, so that customers never get a defective product. However, although such methods stop badly made products being sold, they don't prevent them being made. This is because the product passes through the whole manufacturing process before it is checked, meaning such methods are reactive in nature. In that, only once a product has been made and the quality check failed will issues with production be investigated and sorted. As such, although inspection methods are cheap and easy to implement, they do result in high levels of defective products, which increases waste. Given this, many organisations instead use preventative quality assurance measures, which aim to make fault-free products by avoiding mistakes in the manufacturing process. This is an important point because what it stresses is that, as a minimum, a business will put in place checks throughout its assembly line to identify and solve errors quickly so that wastage is reduced and the final product always achieves the quality standard set. However, in more developed systems, a business will go further than this and will attempt to anticipate where problems might occur in manufacturing so that they can be prevented, but also will look to implement production techniques that enhance quality to an even higher level. What this means is that preventative quality assurance measures are proactive in nature as they try to avoid problems before they occur. Given this, introducing such measures can be challenging and expensive if rolled out across a whole business. However, as they result in significantly lower levels of waste and higher levels of quality, many organisations choose to use them. Okay, let's now turn to look at specific methods a business can use to ensure quality by first asking, what is quality control? Quality control describes a system where quality is checked at the beginning and end of the productive process. How it works is that before raw materials and components are used in production, a business will assess them against a certain standard. If they meet this standard, the materials are accepted and used in production. However, if they do not, they will be rejected and returned to the supplier. And similarly, at the end of the productive process, a second quality check takes place, where the finished product will be judged against another standard. If it passes this, the item can be released for sale. But if it fails, the product will either have to be reworked until it meets the standard, or, if that is not possible, thrown away as scrap. Now, as can be seen, such a quality system is incredibly simple and easy to implement across a factory, as it only involves two quality checks at the beginning and end of the productive process. Moreover, and because there are only 2 points of inspection, it also means that quality control is a very cheap system to implement, as only a small amount of staff time is spent on checking quality. However, although it is a simple and cheap system to use, it does not mean it is not effective. In that, as only raw materials that meet a certain standard are used, it means it is more likely that the finished product will also be good. Further still, even if issues occur during production, this system will identify errors with a product before it is released for sale, meaning customers won't become dissatisfied by badly made products. However, because errors in production are only identified at the end, it can mean that high levels of waste occur with such a system, especially if the problem happened at the beginning of the manufacturing process and a large number of products have already passed through that stage. In fact, if as a result lots of finished products have to be reworked to bring them up to standard, or worse still, have to be scrapped, such a system can end up being very costly. This is especially the case if the production line needs to be shut down until the location of the problem is identified and corrected, which of course would also affect output levels. And similarly, if the raw materials delivered by a supplier are not up to standard, this could also cause production to be halted or at least slowed until new components arrive. Okay, let's move on to look at another system used to ensure quality by asking, what is quality assurance? Quality assurance is a system which not only checks quality at the beginning and end of the productive process, but also at different points throughout it as well. How it works is that, as with quality control, raw materials are checked at the beginning of the production line and the finished product at the end to ensure quality standards are being met. However, in addition to that, and at key stages during the manufacturing process, further quality checks take place to make sure that the partly finished product is not developing any faults that would cause it to be rejected once completed. Given this, and as you have probably already realised, a big advantage of a quality assurance system is that it attempts to reduce the high levels of waste that can result with a quality control system. In that, by checking quality throughout the productive process, errors will be identified quickly, meaning fewer items will have to be reworked or scrapped. Further still, because regular checking will make it easier to pinpoint errors to particular points on the production line, less time will be needed to solve any problems, meaning if manufacturing needs to be shut down, it will only be for a short period of time compared to quality control. In fact, due to all of this, it should mean that the final product that rolls off the production line is of a good standard and meets customers' expectations. And finally, when this is coupled with the idea that quality assurance is a fairly simple system to implement across a business, and it can be seen why many organisations use it. Nevertheless, although the benefits are significant, it does need to be remembered that putting in place more quality checks will add to costs, in that standards will have to be developed for each stage being quality checked, and extra staff time will have to be spent inspecting items. Moreover, when this is then coupled with the problem that introducing more points of inspection may slow down the production line and hence reduce output, it can be seen that quality assurance is by no means perfect. Okay, let's now turn to look at our final method by asking, what are quality inputs? Quality inputs refers to the resources that are used to make a product. For example, the raw materials and components used in the productive process are a key element in creating a high quality product. In so much that using good raw materials means fewer problems are likely to occur during production, such as tears, breakages and faults due to poor components being used. But also, the final product is likely to be better, as good quality in usually results in good quality out, meaning customers will be more satisfied with what they purchase. Having said that, the cost of good quality raw materials will be expensive, meaning a business may have to increase its prices, which could negatively affect sales. Another input which can influence quality is staff and how good they are. For example, if a business recruits excellent people who they train to a high level, it is likely they will carry out their work to a higher standard, meaning a better product will be completed. In fact, although training staff is expensive, it will probably pay for itself in the long term, as employees will make fewer errors and waste levels will be reduced. Better yet, when this is then combined with the point that trained staff are more adaptable and hence better able to provide personalised products, and it can be seen why they play a big role in enhancing quality. A third input which can also lead to quality improvements is the use of the best, most up-to-date machinery in the productive process. This can be really beneficial because using high quality equipment means it is less likely errors and faults will occur during production, which reduces waste, but also that the completed product will be of a higher standard because the machinery will make a more consistent item. Better yet, if this is then combined with regular maintenance checks of the machinery, and it can be seen why it may be possible to manufacture an error-free product quickly and productively. However, as before, purchasing the best machinery, maintaining it and training staff to use it is expensive, which may mean a business will have to increase its prices. Moreover, if the customers a business is targeting are price sensitive, this could cause a big problem as sales could fall dramatically if they switch to cheaper competitors. And lastly, a final input which can also help quality is the packaging used by a business. This is because if the packaging used is strong, it will protect the product, meaning it is less likely to get damaged. But also, if it is stylish, it will help create an image around the product of superior quality, which will attract customers. However, a business does need to be careful with this input, as a number of customers are put off by excessive packaging, especially if it can't be recycled, due to the environmental damage it can cause. Okay, so what did we learn in this presentation? Well, first of all, we found out about the difference between quality control and quality assurance methods, and then we went on to investigate basic methods used to ensure quality. There is no doubt that the methods of quality we have looked at so far have had a positive effect on how businesses make products. However, as we will find out in the second part of this presentation, there are a number of more advanced measures which can be used to enhance quality even further.